He just has to touch you once.
Going down.
He's so different than anybody else in the division. Like, he knocks everybody out. Everybody hits hard. They all hit hard.
But
that
down.
dude hits hard. hard. You know they have that punch machine?
Oh, yeah,
where
you can see the power? What's his power?
190.
Why you wake up? You should have kept dreaming.
Joe Rogan sat frozen, visibly shaken, after witnessing fresh training footage where Shakur Stevenson exploded with jaw-dropping punching brilliance, flashing lightning hand speed and surgical precision that felt almost unreal to watch.
He even does it with his right hand, which is not his power punch.
And it still
his
was
power
130?
punch is his left hook. His left hook is what he knocks out everybody with. But it might be that his left hook is faster and it's a better weapon because it's in the front, and his right hand is more powerful, but he just doesn't land it as often that way. Did you find it?
This evolution in Stevenson's training quietly signals something bigger, a calculated shift unfolding in real time. Because while his defense has always been elite and untouchable, the new focus on explosive combinations reveals a sharper, more aggressive Shakur Stevenson emerging. Terrence Crawford, a trusted friend, guiding mentor, and elite pound-for-pound force, has quietly been spotted training right beside Stevenson, woven into the build-up for the looming showdown with Lopez. And cameras have even caught Stevenson sparring and drilling with Crawford in the gym, sharpening every edge as he climbs to 140 pounds, chasing Lopez with purpose.
So, with the phone in my hand. I was missing.
Stevenson's training now stretches far beyond raw punch output, drifting into something deeper and more dangerous, where precision, timing, and purpose rule every moment, every strike carrying weight, because it's about adapting in real time, decoding opponents as they breathe, applying skill with intent instead of reckless volume. His tight head movement letting punches miss by inches, never panicking, always balanced, always poised, always ready to fire back.
Sparring day. Say he about to violate, we about to see.
Up. He gonna think he gonna think the referee hitting him in that bitch. Champ gonna just be hitting him all day long. Bop, bop, bop. He gonna be steady coming. Oh, he tough. But we gonna hit him with all that good shit. We gonna be ready for his ass. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, will I make you good?
Stevenson's style is built on timing, anticipation, and sudden counters that arrive before opponents realize what happened, making him maddeningly hard to hit clean, while Lopez, on the other side of this collision, moves with a calmer rhythm, choosing a measured approach, living on the front foot without overcommitting, patiently selecting his shots, waiting for the moment to strike.
In fights and T.O. style, even if he's on his front foot, he doesn't commit to a lot of punches on the front foot, but he can fight that way. Shakur almost exclusively wants to go defense to offense versus leading the exchange. So I don't know, not to say Shakur will be on the back foot the whole time. That's not necessarily how I see the fight going, but I don't know if this is going to be like a knockdown, drag him out type of thing. I think we're going to get a defensive, sweet.
He's spoken without hesitation about his competitive fire, about craving opponents who force discipline and adaptability, revealing a deeper hunger to evolve as a boxer every single time he steps into the ring. And that relentless mindset flows straight into Stevenson's confidence, where his focus on mastery over comfort fuels preparation, sharpens mentality, and hardens him for elite challenges waiting ahead. Challenges exactly like Lopez.
To the fans, but I think it also did something for you to prove to yourself that, man, listen, that wasn't like my best performance, but I showed you I can get it out the mud. What did that performance kind of do for you now that you look back at it?
Honestly, I think like styles-wise, I think that Zepeda's style is the style that's supposed to give me the most trouble. Like guys that box and give me time to think is the guys that's gonna have a fit with me all night. But the guys who press me and put me against some ropes and throw a million punches, that's the style that's supposed to give me trouble. So I went out there and I prevailed against that style, and now I'm fighting against a boxer, which for me, it just makes it more fun. I don't have to deal with a guy that's trying to like wear me down so much.
Right.
So now I gotta play chess.
Just as crucial is Stevenson's punch selection, because instead of firing reckless combinations, he waits patiently for high percentage openings, then lands clean, razor-sharp counters that quietly shatter an opponent's rhythm and confidence.
Is win.
Stevenson has been training with relentless, almost obsessive intensity as he gears up for his looming showdown with Teofimo Lopez, turning every single day of camp into a personal test where he pushes himself physically and mentally beyond comfort, sharpening his skills, embracing the added weight, and fine-tuning his movement and timing to stand toe-to-toe with Lopez's raw power and aggression, sparring with elite partners, and even sharing rounds with stars like Terrence Crawford to mirror the danger ahead, layering in brutal strength work to add real, bite behind his punches, sacrificing holidays and celebrations without hesitation to stay locked in, body conditioned, mind sharpened, dedication screaming of a champion obsessed with rising to the biggest, most defining test of his career.
Let's fight.
Stevenson is painted as a defensive puzzle, the kind of fighter who slowly unravels opponents by erasing their game plans piece by piece, forcing constant adjustments until frustration turns into mental collapse, because his entire style lives on timing, anticipation, and lightning counters that make clean shots feel almost impossible. While Lopez stands on the opposite edge of the storm, favoring a calmer, more measured approach, pressing forward without overcommitting, carefully selecting. moments to strike, and Clemens believes their collision won't be reckless or wild, but deeply strategic. A tense chess match where both men probe each other's discipline, adaptability, and ring IQ, testing minds as much as fists, long before raw power or aggression ever decides the outcome.
Expect him to fight the same way versus Teofimo Lopez. I really don't. And I think people are looking at the Zepeda fight and going, yeah, that's Shakur we want. And I don't want to say he's going to disappoint people, but he will not fight that way with Teo. He won't. And Teo won't fight the same way William Zepeda did. They'll both be very measured. I think it'll be a very slow-paced, low-output fight. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could see maybe they go to war or something, but we're talking about styles making fights, and Teo's style, even if he's on his front foot, he doesn't commit to a lot of punches on the front foot, but he can fight that way. Shakur almost exclusively wants to go defense to offense versus leading the exchange. So I don't know. Not to say Shakur will be on the back foot the whole time. That's not necessarily how I see the fight going, but I don't know if this is going to be like a knockdown, drag him out type of thing. I think we're going to get a defensive, sweet science.
Unlike many fighters who ease into a new division with careful turnnips, Stevenson boldly skipped any warm-up bouts, charging straight for title. A move that screams his unwavering belief that he belongs among the elite no matter the weight class. While Lopez's recent 140-pound performances have sparked debate, with some pundits highlighting decision wins over dominant stoppages and questioning if he truly commands fear at this level. Yet his resume still boasts high-profile victories and championship experience, marking him as a dangerous, formidable opponent for anyone, especially a newcomer daring enough to step into his realm.
I heard you was the one that wanted to fight, right?
Yeah. I actually set this fight up. And I honestly did it because I wanted to push myself. I know that Teo is a tremendous fighter. I know he's on an extremely high level. And I feel like, well, I know that I can beat him, but I know that this should be a tough session, so I'm ready.
Who were some of the other options you had?
Lamont Roach.
That would have been a real good fight, man. But I mean, Teo, he's a bigger name, though, so I see why you went with him.
Yeah, bigger name, and also he got the more accolades. He's been undisputed before. He's won belts at 35, won belts at 30, at 40. So he's more accomplished. So I know that would be a better name on my resume.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that this is gonna be a tough fight for you.
I mean, they absolutely right to have their opinion. I already know this guy's good. I done came up in the amateurs with him.
Both fighters step into this high-stakes clash carrying resumes that are impressive yet world apart. Shakur Stevenson enters undefeated at 24-0 with 11 knockouts, already a world champion across multiple lighterweight divisions, defending the WBC lightweight title with calm precision and technical mastery. His fluid movement disciplined approach and southpaw stance creating a puzzle that confounds even the sharpest opponents. Meanwhile, Teofimo Lopez boasts a 22-1 record with 13 knockouts and holds a DBO light welterweight crown, having moved up after dominating as a unified lightweight champion. Adamant that elite fighters deserve elite pay and that fights of this magnitude should deliver both spectacle and proper reward. Lopez's style is electric, blending excitement, variety, and creativity, surprising analysts with his adaptability against top-tier foes, drawing from the legends who came before him, fusing old-school combinations with modern athleticism to continuously evolve. For Lopez, stepping into the ring with Stevenson is far more than money or hype. It is a statement of versatility, a tribute to boxing's history, and a chance to cement his place among the era's biggest fights, proving not just skill, but that he belongs on the sport's grandest stages.
Of course, I'm talking about Shakur.
For me.
Ooh, we didn't get into Shakur.
Oh yeah, I want to see like entertainment, and then pay the man for that entertainment.
Well,
I give it all different kind of traits of skills. I mean, even Andre Ward, someone that's like an analyst, like a perfectionist in boxing, like his IQ is high. He was even the commentator, like he was surprised how I did that jab where it was like a Superman punch to Josh Taylor, a guy that's undisputed and everything, and just made it look so easy. I bring so many things. I even brought a George Foreman combination now because that's everything. Everything is everything. Like I go back in time because that's where my future is at. And so like as far as like retirement and stuff, honestly, man, It's up to the network.
Eddie Hearn has called the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson showdown exactly the kind of high-caliber fight boxing craves, spotlighting two elite athletes in their prime, each bringing a unique but equally compelling arsenal. He praises Stevenson's technical brilliance and discipline, pointing to his razor-sharp ring IQ and relentless preparation, which make him a formidable threat even when conceding size and power to a natural 140-pound champion. At the same time, Hearn highlights Lopez's explosive athleticism and unpredictable unorthodox style, the kind that can catch even the best off guard, underscoring that this clash of styles is what elevates the fight into must-watch territory. Fans, Hearn says, should brace for a mesmerizing duel where boxing intellect meets raw power and momentum, a true proving ground for both men at the peak of their careers, each seeking to stake their claim in the sport's most defining moments.
Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is we're seeing...
Veteran boxing analyst Teddy Atlas insists that Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez deserve real credit because they're doing what so many top fighters shy away from: taking bold, high-stakes matchups against elite opponents. In today's boxing world, it's all too common to protect undefeated records, chase safer title defenses, or delay dangerous fights for money or strategy. But Stevenson and Lopez are rejecting the easy path. They're stepping into the ring against each other at a higher weight class, fully aware of the risks. And that choice speaks volumes about their confidence, their competitive fire, and a mindset deeply rooted in the sport's traditions. By committing to this clash, both men pay homage to the sweet science itself and honor the fans craving a fight with the very best face-off, proving courage, skill, and heart in equal measure.
And Teofimo at certain spots, he's avoiding this guy, he's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up, and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete.
He notes that while the Stevenson versus Lopez matchup promises peak-level skill, it might not always deliver nonstop fireworks or relentless exchanges, because in boxing, there's a difference between technical brilliance and pure, crowd-pleasing excitement. Some fights showcase mastery without constant flurries, and Stevenson exemplifies that balance. His recent bout against Robson revealed his full versatility, able to fight inside and outside, blending defensive elusiveness with measured aggression. He controls distance with precision, lands counters with intent, and adapts seamlessly to his opponent's style, staying competitive from start to finish. These qualities show that even if the fight isn't an all-out brawl, it will still unfold as intelligent high-level boxing, where skill, strategy, and adaptability command the spotlight at every turn.
Showed aggression in his last fight against Cepeda, being elusive while being aggressive, walking them down, fighting on the inside, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great, and people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there, ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to talk about, and they wanted to see in Shakur.
Will Stevenson's flawless technical mastery outsmart and outbox Lopez? Or will Lopez's raw power and seasoned experience erupt in a shock that shakes the boxing world the moment the bell rings?